It's not a sharp sting, and it's not a new wound. It's a localized frequency that's perfectly tuned. I've had it so long, it's a part of the room, like the lavender scent and the impending doom. It's got a bit of the rust and a bit of the wear, a high definition version of the empty-sided. I've got an antique heartache, a vintage style blue, a permanent record of me losing you. It's polished and heavy, it's ornate and deep, a family heirloom that I'm forced to keep. It doesn't break anymore, it just sits on the shelf, an antique heartache, and a ghost of myself. I touch the sharp edges and I touch the old gold in a story of sorrow that's already old. I remember when it was a fire, I remember the heat before it turned into this total defeat. Now it's just a relic, now it's just a trace of the most beautiful version of this empty side space. Would I sell it for peace? Would I trade it for new? To lose the reflection of me and of you. But the history's heavy and the history's deep in the secrets and the promises I'm forced to sleep. I've got an antique heartache, a vintage style blue, a permanent record of me losing you. It's polished and heavy, it's ornate and deep, a family heirloom that I'm forced to keep. It doesn't break anymore, it just sits on the shelf, an antique heartache, and a ghost of myself. Dusty, ancient, antique heartache, and I'm so patient. We were living on credit, we were living on grace, in the high definition version of this empty side space. The interest was rising, the dallies was low, watching the best of our chemistry go. I know the repo man was knocking at the door, but I didn't wanna listen anymore. It was borrowed time, and I returned it back, watching the vibration overload the last phase. I spent every minute like it wasn't a day, in the most beautiful version of a giant return. The library's closed and the fight is too deep. On the borrowed time, my words ain't allowed to keep. I tried to extend it, tried to renew the tattered up story of me and of you, but the pages were missing and the color was torn. A record of a woman who was suddenly born into the reality and into the cold, in a story of sorrow that's already old. Was it worth the fight? Was it worth the sting of the beautiful disaster that a dead love can bring? I'm second to leisure, and I'm second to loss, calculating the visual and emotional cost. It was borrowed time, and I returned it late, watching the vibration of a localized fade. Spin every minute like it wasn't a dime, in the most beautiful version of a giant regret that I barely closed, in the finest too deep on a borrowed time I wasn't allowed to keep. Overdue, that is high, borrowed time, and a final goodbye. I carried the boxes up the narrow set stairs, past the ghost of our laughter and our unanswered prayers. I found the white veil and the suit that you wore, tossed in the corner on the cold floor. The ink on the parchment is starting to fade, a record of every single promise we made. Now they're just broken vows in the attic tonight, hidden from the reach of the mid-morning light, tied up in string, gathering the gray while the version of us starts to rot and decay. A museum of maybe, a gallery of lost broken vows in the attic, at a heavy set cost. I touched the gold band that I took from my hand, a tiny reminder of a desolate land. We were gonna be kings, we were gonna be gold, before the first story of the us was all told. Now the termites are eating the things that we said in the quieted version of an empty side bed. Either burn the whole house or just lock the door. I don't wanna see these ghosts anymore, but the rafters are heavy and the ceiling is low, and I got nowhere left for my spirit to go. Now they're just broken vows in the attic tonight, hidden from the reach of the mid-morning light, tied up in string, gathering the gray while the version of us starts to rot and decay. A museum of maybe, a the dark, broken vows without a spark. I closed my eyes and I fell through the floor into a world that I don't wanna see anymore. There were hallways of shadow and gardens of glass, watching the ghost of my happiness pass. The sun was a fiction, a silverback light in the high definition version of a dream state sky. I've got cold days and quiet nights tonight, fading at the edges of a porch light, white a landscape of ice in the back of my head, living in the world of the things that you said. The silence is silver, the silence is deep, and the secrets in the nightmares I'm forced to keep. I saw you standing at the edge of the woods, doing the things that I knew that you should. But your face was a blur and your hair felt like mist in the localized version of a memory kiss. I woke up shivering, I woke up alone, with a heart that was made of a hollowed out stone. Don't wake me up, but don't let me sleep. The water is rising and the water is deep. I'm drifting in the violet, I'm drifting in the gray, until the sun comes to wash the moon away. I've got cold dreams and quiet months tonight, fading at the edges of the porch light, white a landscape of ice in the back of my head, living in the world of the things that you said. The silence is silver, the silence is deep, and the secrets in the nightmares I'm forced to keep. Flushed on the pillow, night blooming pain, cold dreams and quiet mornings driving me insane. I'm talking to the air in the kitchen side, all listening for the vibration of the nothing at all. It's not a shout and it's not a jagged edge bleed, just a localized frequency of me being me. I'm telling the dust that I'm ready to go, watching the best of our history slow. These are despairing whispers in the middle of the night, fading at the edges of the porch light, white a low lonely music, a blue tinted hum, waiting for a feeling that's never gonna come. A ghost in the hallway, I'm a blur in the room, listening to despairing whispers These are despairing whispers in the middle of the night, fading at the edges of the porch light white. A low, lonely music, a blue tinted home, waiting for a feeling that's never gonna come. I'm a ghost in the hallway, I'm a blur in the room, listening to despairing whispers of impending doom. Can you hear it? Despairing whispers is all that is left. I'm not gonna shout and I'm not gonna plead in the high definition version of a localized need. I'm folding the linens and I'm closing the door on the version of us that isn't anymore. I'm putting on the black dress, I'm keeping the peace, waiting for the spirit to finally find its release. I'm just dying with dignity, walking away into the charcoal of a final Saturday. No histrionics, no jagged edge, please. Just a slow motion sinking to my shivering knees. A beautiful tragedy, a silverback dead, dying with dignity, without a best friend. You looked at me softly, you looked at me kind, a localized version of a history mine. We were a mountain, we were a gold in a story of sorrow that's already old. I'm checking the pulse, but I'm hoping for dawn underneath the glare of a dying out sun. Don't make it messy and don't make it loud. I'm just a smudge in a charcoal gray crowd. I'm taking the exit, I'm taking the gone, as the steady on silence goes on and on. I'm just dying with dignity, walking away into the charcoal of a final Saturday. No histrionics, no jagged edge, please. Just a slow motion sinking to my shivering knees. A beautiful tragedy, a silverback den, dying with dignity, without a best friend. Rest in peace. The fire is out, dying with dignity is what it's about. Dying with dignity is what it's about. Blankets are lead and the mattress is stone. In the silverback silence of being alone, I tried to sit up, but the planet said no. Watching the best of our history go. The barometer's high and the oxygen's thin. A record of exactly where the losses begin. Oh, the gravity is too strong today. Watching the colors of my spirit decay. It's pulling at my shoulders, it's pulling at my knees. In the high definition version of my shivering please, I'm pinned to the floor in a localized fight. Gravity is too strong through the middle of the night. I watched a bird fly past the window side glass, watching the ghost of my happiness pass. How does it stay up? How does it breathe in a world that is asking me finally to leave? The earth is a magnet, the earth is a cage. The final sentence on a blood-colored page. Maybe if I wait here, I'll sink through the wood into the nothing like I knew that I should. But the pressure is steady and the pressure is deep in the secrets and the gravity I'm forced to keep. Oh, the gravity is too strong today. Watching the colors of my spirit decay. It's pulling at my shoulders, it's pulling at my knees. In a high definition version of my shivering please, I'm pinned to the floor in a localized fight. Gravity is too strong through the middle of the night. Going down, heavy heart. Gravity is too strong and I'm falling apart. The clock hit the 3 and the gates open wide to the localized monster that are living inside. You're not good enough, you'll always be alone in the high definition version of a hollowed out stone. The static is humming, the static is loud in a solitary version of a charcoal gray cloud. These are the intrusive thoughts at 3 a.m. tearing the fabric at the very last hem. A image disaster, a melodic sting of every single nothing that the darkness can bring. I can't turn it off and I can't turn it down. The intrusive thoughts are the only thing in town. I'm replaying the errors, I'm replaying the why. Underneath the charcoal of a digital sky, I saw your face in the pattern of the wall, waiting for the nothing and the rise and the fall. It's a chemical reaction, a neural style cage. The final sentence on a blood-colored page. Maybe if I scream, they'll go back to the deep But I'm losing the battle and I'm losing the sleep. I'm a prisoner of habit, a student of fear, in the quietest corner of a vanishing year. These are the intrusive thoughts at 3 a.m., tearing the fabric at the very last hammer. Image the disaster, a melodic sting of every single nothing that the darkness can bring. I can't turn it off and I can't turn it down. The intrusive thoughts are the only thing in town. 3, oh, 3, oh, 2. Intrusive thoughts because of you. The frost is on the window, the ice is on the street. A localized version of a total defeat. I'm replaying the weeks of the not talking phase, lost in the flicker of those hollowed out days. The tree was in the corner, the lights were all dim. Well, I was losing the heart and the spirit of him. I'm reliving the last December today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. The cold hard silence, the jagged edge please, in the high definition version of my shivering knees. It wasn't a Mary, it wasn't a bride, just the reliving of a final December night. I remember the party where we didn't even speak. The architecture of us was getting so weak. We were checking our watches, we were checking the door, knowing that we didn't live here anymore. Now the snow is a witness and the snow is a ghost in the part of the winter that I hated the most. Can I skip to the spring? Can I skip to the dawn underneath the glare of a dying out sun? But the loop is a circle and the loop is a cake, the final sentence on a blood-colored page. I'm reliving the last December today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. The cold-hearted silence, the jagged edge please, in the high definition version of my shivering knees. It wasn't a married, it wasn't a bride, just the reliving of a final December night. Snow on the ground, ice in the soul, reliving December and I've lost control. There's a mark on the wall where the glass hit the wood, a record of a happy that we didn't do good, and a mark on my spirit that I can't even see. In the black and white version of you and of me, we were soldiers of sorrow, we were rebels of pride, with nowhere left for a spirit to hide. These are the scars from a war we both lost, calculating the visual and emotional cost. No winner, no trophy, no kingdom to claim, just a high definition version of a localized shame. We burned down the bridges and we salted the ground, and the scars from a war. No mercy was found. I saw you last week and I saw the defeat in the middle of the sidewalk on an empty side street. You're limping through life with a suitcase of white underneath the charcoal of a digital sky. We were toxic and vibrant, we were jagged and wild, with the heart of a lover and the soul of a child. Was it worth the explosion? Was it worth the end? To lose the connection and to lose the best friend. I'm looking at the wreckage and I'm looking at the bone, in the silverback silence of being alone. These are the scars from a war we both lost, calculating the visual and emotional cost. No winner, no trophy, no kingdom to claim, just a high definition version of a localized shame. We burned down the bridges and we salted the ground, in the scars from a war. No mercy was found. Battle worn, broken down, scars from a war in this empty town. I thought we were building a palace of gold, in a story of forever that would never grow old. I saw the white picket and I saw the bright sun, but the blueprints were empty and the damage was done. I took off the glasses and I saw the decay of a high definition version of a final Saturday. These are shattered illusions, a glass bottom light reflecting the goodbye in the midwinter sky. The mirror is broken and the image is through, in the black and white version of me losing you. I'm stepping on the shards with my bare metal feet, in the middle of a total and localized defeat. Everything I believed was a digital haze, lost in the flicker of those hollowed out days. You weren't a sanctuary, you weren't a home, you were just a pillar in a kingdom of foam. I'm looking at the wreckage, I'm looking at the bone, and the silverback silence of being alone. Either fix the vision or just close the eye underneath the charcoal of a digital sky. The truth is, a The spell is broken, shattered illusions, and nothing is spoken. I'm walking through the terminal. I was lost in the crowd, the neon and the noise were getting so loud. Then a woman walked by in a jasmine-style haze, and I was back in the flicker of our hollowed-out days. It hit me like a physical, it hit me like a blow. Watching the best of our history go. It's the ghost of your perfume, a haunting style scent, a permanent record of where our love went. A localized trauma in the middle of the air, reminding me exactly that you're no longer there. I'm breathing in the words and I'm breathing in the gone, as the ghost of your perfume goes on and on. I went home and I checked the bottles on the shelf, searching for a version of my own former self. I found a small glass with a silverback cap, a localized version of a domestic style trap. One little spray in the kitchen was bright with the ghost of your presence in the middle of the night. Does it ever wash out? Does it ever decay? Or does the memory stay in the charcoal and gray? I'm drowning in the fragrance, I'm drowning in the blue, in the high definition version of me losing you. It's the ghost of your perfume, a haunting style scent, a permanent record of where our love went. A localized trauma in the middle of the air, reminding me exactly that you're no longer there. I'm breathing in the words and I'm breathing in the gone, as the ghost of your perfume goes on and on. Jasmine and rain, sandalwood and pain. The ghost of your perfume is driving me insane. I opened the glove box and I found the old chart, a localized blueprint of a breaking down heart. The red ink is circled on the park and the pier, the high definition version of you were once here. Every street is a memory, every bridge is a why underneath the charcoal of a digital sky. It's the map of where we used to go, my darling. Watching the shadows of our history snarling. The coffee shop's closed and the theater is dark in the quietest corner of the localized park. searching for the how and the where and the when. I try to follow the route to the edge of the town, watching the walls of my kingdom come down. I passed by the house where we had our first fight, a domestic style signal in the middle of the night. Now the landmarks are ghosts and the signs are all wrong. Everything's playing a minor key song. Either burn the whole paper or just lose the way in the gray tinted version of a final Saturday. But the roots are all deep and the roots are all stone in the silverback silence of being alone. It's the map of where we used to go, my darling, watching the shadows of our history snarling. The coffee shop's closed and the theater is dark in the quietest corner of the localized park. I'm a tourist of us, I'm a runner of them, searching for the how and the where and the when. You are here, but you're not. The map of us is all that I've got. Walk through the lobby, pay the price at the door, to see the version of us that isn't anymore. Under the spotlights, behind the thick glass, watching the ghost of our history pass. The tattered up letters and the dried out rose, and the high definition version of how the wind blows. Welcome to the museum of us, my dear. The localized version of you were once here. A gallery of almost a study gone, as the steady on silence goes on and on. It's a beautiful tragedy, a curated pain in the museum of us, in the middle of the rain. In the corner, there's a video on a 3-minute loop, watching our potential start to thicken and droop. We were laughing in 20, we were crying in 10, searching for the how and the where and the when. I'm the only visitor, I'm the only guy, with nowhere left for my spirit to hide. Is it art or is it wreckage? Is it beauty or lost? Calculating the visual and emotional cost. I'm closing the curtains and I'm turning off the light in the museum of us, through the middle of the night. Welcome to the museum of us, my dear. Exhibit A, the broken heart, the museum of us is falling apart. I was driving to work, I was turning the dial, trying to be fine for a little side, while then the speakers exploded with that 80s style beat, the localized flavor of a total defeat. Forever and always a singer was screaming while I was just sitting in the driveway and dreaming. The radio plays our favorite light tonight underneath the flicker of the satellite light. A 3-minute promise that we couldn't keep, and the secrets and the memories I'm forced to sleep. It sounds so beautiful, it sounds so true. The radio plays the fiction of you. We used to sing along at the top of our lungs, back when the forever's on the tip of our tongues. Now the harmony's broken and the rhythm is wrong. Everything's playing a minor key song. It's a rhythmic disaster, a melodic sting, the only kind of music that a dead love can bring. Turn it up loud or just pull the plug. I'm starving for silence or a physical hug. The melody's stubborn and the melody's deep, a record of the promises we weren't allowed to keep. The radio plays our favorite light tonight underneath the flicker of the satellite light. A 3-minute promise that we couldn't keep, and the secrets and the memories I'm forced to sleep. It sounds so beautiful, it sounds so true. The radio plays the fiction of you. Static, fade out. Our favorite life is what it's about. We were 98% of a beautiful thing, in the high definition version of a localized thing. We were the nearly, we were the close, in the most beautiful version of a heavy set dose. I can still see the finish, I can still see the line of the version of the future that was almost mine. It's the slow burn of almost in the back of my heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. A masterpiece, nearly a studying fast on a love that was never intended to last. It's a lingering fire, it's a localized day, the slow burn of almost, for my own heart's sake. One more second of courage, one more minute of grace. ways could have changed the features of this empty side space, but the timing was off and the rhythm was wrong. Everything's playing a minor key song. Now I'm just a witness to the could have been, searching for the how and the where and the when. Almost is a prison, almost is a cage, the final sentence on a blood-colored page. I'm counting the inches and I'm counting the cost of the slow burn of almost in the land of the lost. It's the slow burn of almost in the back of my heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. A masterpiece, nearly a study in fast, on a love that was never intended to last. It's a lingering fire, it's a localized state, the slow burn of almost, for my own heart's sake. Not quite, just sure, the slow burn of almost, and a final report. To the corner to buy some more bread, trying to quiet the voice in my head, but the eyes of the strangers were like needles of light, breaking the skin of my middle night. They're looking at my sorrow, they're looking at my loss, calculating the visual and emotional cost. Oh, the weight of being seen is a heavy, sad thing, of the beautiful disaster that a dead love can bring. I wanna be a shadow, I wanna be a blur, losing the woman that I thought that we were. It's a spotlight of nothing, a glare of the gone, the weight of being seen goes on and on. The clerk asked me, how is your day going on? being seen is unforgivable. The traffic is a roar, the sirens are a sting of a beautiful disaster that a dead love can bring. The neon is buzzing, the people are fast, in a world that was never intended to last. I'm covering my ears, I'm closing my eyes, underneath the charcoal of a digital sky. The world is too loud for my soul today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. Everything's screaming, everything's bright in the high definition version of the porch light white. I'm looking for silence, looking for none. The world is too loud, and I'm finally done. I try to find a corner, I try to find a still, but the volume is hitting the back of my will. Every conversation is a jagged edge knife in the most beautiful version of a localized life. I'm a stationary girl in a world of the noise, searching for the ghosts of our hollowed out choice. Maybe if I wait here, the sound will just fade into the darkness that the weather has made. But the rhythm is stubborn and the rhythm is deep, and the secrets in the volume I'm forced to keep. The world is too loud for my soul today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. Everything's screaming, everything's bright in the high definition version of the porch light white. I'm looking for silence, I'm looking for none. The world is too loud, and I'm finally done. Turn it down, make it stop. The world is too loud, and I'm ready to drown. I haven't cleaned the sideboard in a month or maybe two, since the world got heavy and I lost the scent of you. There's a thin gray veil on the wood and the glass, watching the ghost of our chemistry pass. I took my index finger and wrote out the line of your name right next to a version of mine. I'm just tracing our names in the dust today, watching the colors of our spirit decay. A temporary record on a hollowed out shelf, a portrait of you and a ghost of myself. It's easy to erase and it's easy to blur, losing the woman that I thought that we were. The particles are dancing in the mid-afternoon light, like the static on the screen. And in the smudge on a dirty side surface, searching for a meaning and a localized purpose. Should I wipe it all clean? Should I start it anew? But the dust is the only thing left of the you. So I'll leave the outlines and I'll leave the trace in the high definition version of this empty side space. I'm just tracing our names in the dust today, watching the colors of our spirit decay. A temporary record on a hollowed out shelf, a portrait of you and a ghost of myself. It's easy to rise and it's easy to blur, losing the woman that I thought that we were. Gray fingers, tracing our names like I knew that I should. The alarm clock is screaming like a ghost in the wall. I'm staring at the ceiling, waiting for the fall. My lungs are like bellows, moving on their own, inside a body made of hollowed out stone. I didn't ask for the morning, I didn't ask for the light. I'm just a terminal version of the middle of the night. And I wanna die, but I'm still breathing today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. The heart keeps on beating, a rhythm mistake in the high definition version of a permanent ache. I'm a passenger here in a vessel of gold, as the steady on silence goes on and on. I went to the kitchen and I made a hot tea, but I couldn't find the person that I thought was me. Just a biological habit, a physical chore, while everything is dying on the bathroom floor. The air is too heavy and the gravity's high underneath the charcoal of a digital sky. Is a cruel style mercy, a jagged edge grace, to be forced to inhabit this empty side space. I'm checking the pulse, but I'm hoping for none, in the middle of a battle that nobody won. And I wanna die, but I'm still breathing today, watching the colors of my spirit decay. The heart keeps on beating, a rhythm mistake in the high definition version of a permanent ache. I'm a passenger here in a vessel of gold, as the steady on silence goes on and on. Inhale, exhale, the machine is too strong.